You know why I was just making that noise, Nick?
Testing levels.
Because it's spooky season.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Do, la, mi, fa, sol. Did they hear the beginning?
Stop. No, they didn't hear any of that. Don't do it anymore.
Do, la, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Stop. It's spooky season. I was making that noise because they made that noise in Hereditary. Very good movie. Very spooky movie.
I did like that movie.
Yeah, it was like, oh.
Yes, that's better.
So
I can't do it, dude.
So you want to
funny.
just, you got anything to talk about, or you want to just jump right into our festivities?
Yeah, I have some stuff to talk about.
What's up?
You don't like it when I mess with people.
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't like it when I talk to people and I mess with their heads.
The guy already annoyed me because he asked me the same question that he does every week.
And then I annoyed him.
But it wasn't in my favor.
It was funny though. Chris doesn't like it when I mess with people. He doesn't like when I say things that are like really weird.
Because you're a fool. You're a fool.
I'm not a fool.
You said Better Call Saul makes you a better lawyer.
No, I didn't say that. I said I learned how to be a lawyer from watching Better Call Saul, and then I said how I would be a lawyer.
You're a fool.
And I would say how I'd win a case against taxes, and I'd say I'd just blackmail everybody.
You did say you were going to do that last night, so I'll give it to you.
No.
No?
I said yeah. I said yeah.
I had a free trial for this thing because I had to submit my film. There You Are. You know, I submitted it to a festival, and I had to put a password on it. So I got the yearly subscription to Vimeo, and I forgot to cancel the trial, and I had to pay $84 out of my bank account. And now I am low on cash.
Alright, so we're getting the skeleton today?
Yeah, but I just wanted to share that because if you ever do a free trial and you don't want to keep it, remember to cancel it, bro.
Oh my god, I need to cancel Chegg.
Cancel it.
I keep forgetting
it's gonna come out.
I know. I looked at my bank account yesterday, and I had like a bunch of subscriptions on my credit card that were charging me. I had $300 on it. I'm trying not to use it.
Yeah, it sucks.
They're stealing money. It's taxes, man.
Because that's what they do. They say it's a month, and then you forget about it, so then you have to pay it.
I think they should ban.
What is that? Whatever.
Hello? Testing?
You can't test in the middle of the episode, bro.
It's you. It's me. Hello? Testing?
It probably won't actually come up in the...
All right, in the recording.
Yeah.
I kind of want to have taxes go away. I don't like that.
Why?
I'm just sick of them. They should ban taxes.
Why would they do that?
They ban everything else. They ban, like, fun stuff, you know?
Whatever. I can't fix the ringing. I'm sorry. Hello? How about now?
I don't know. It's fine. Sol, la, mi, fa, do, la, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Has anyone ever told you can sing?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh. That's funny.
That is pretty funny.
I'm not mad.
You sound kind of mad.
I'm not mad.
You seem mad.
Why would I be mad if I said I'm not mad?
Are you upset?
Why would I be mad if I said I'm not mad?
You look upset. That's a fake smile. That's a cry for help smile.
I'm loving it. Da-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right, let's get into it, shall we?
Let's get into it, shall we?
What kind of music we feeling today?
Frankie Schwartz.
For spooky?
Yeah. New York.
Figure it out.
That's life.
You can't sing.
That's what the people say. We're riding high in April. Shut down in May. Yeah, Mayo. Ketchup.
Spooky ambient Halloween music.
That's life. That's what the people say. Yeah. You're riding high in April. Shut down in May. But I know I'm going to change the tune when I'm back on top in June. They say that's life.
Dude, this is spooky as
And
hell.
as funny as it may seem,
This is spooky.
Some people get their kicks rocking on a dream.
This is spooky as all get
But
out.
I ain't gonna let it get me down. 'Cause this right old world keeps spinning around.
I'm gonna turn your levels down.
I see a puppet, a pawner, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing.
Aren't we gonna get copyrighted?
It's me.
Yeah, but you're still
Each
singing.
time I find myself.
We're gonna get copyrighted for your dumb ass. From your dumb ass.
For my dumb ass.
What do you think of this music? It's kind of too epic, eh?
It's too modern.
All right.
It's too serious. It sounds like Batman.
Dun, 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 dun.
I want to rewatch that movie.
You know, this is like Flash game.
Feels like I'm playing Zelda. No, it feels like I'm playing
Insult
Castlevania.
Zelda like that, you
Castlevania.
son of a bitch.
Castlevania. Or like Ghosts and Goblins.
Spooky ambience, haunted houses, village, with rain. Now we didn't like this one. I remember this one. Who's calling me, bro? I'm getting so many silenced calls in the past week. You think it means something?
Mm-hmm.
What?
It means people keep calling you.
I know that, but you think it's like deeper than that?
Yeah.
Like what?
Scam calls.
No, because I get scam calls and they don't. They
Did you
go
answer
through.
any of them?
No, because they get silenced. My phone doesn't let me answer them.
Do you know who they are?
No,
What's the last thing you said to them when you called them?
they don't let me pick it up. My phone doesn't let me pick it up.
Just pick up your phone and answer. I don't get it.
It's a silent call. I can't pick it up. It doesn't
just
even
tell
let
them
it go
to tell them
through.
to lie a little louder, man.
It doesn't even let it go through.
Say wakey wakey. Start speaking to me.
I'm not gonna say that to a phone.
You just speak to. That's how I talk to my phone. I don't even know. It doesn't do anything.
Music sucks.
Look up
I'm just gonna screw the Halloween.
No. Look up Hereditary soundtrack.
No, I don't want to do that. It's
Can you
copyright.
copyright? Look up fake Hereditary soundtrack.
No.
Look up fake.
Look
Look
at
up
this. Dark Forest ambience.
Ah, fuck. Ah, this scared me. Ah, Jesus, man.
What about
What's scary? What is the difference between a dark forest and a like just in sound? Does a dark forest sound different than a fucking waking forest?
Yeah.
Other than foxes? Oh, is that normal?
It's the screeching foxes.
Like I like the foxes screech.
Screeching fox sound.
You know who they sound like? You never heard that before?
Yeah, I have. I thought it was a woman screaming.
Really? Dude, I used to have a fox den in front of my house growing up, and I used to hear that every night. I find it like it's relaxing. I find it relaxing.
You're a freak.
When you grow, it's like no, I'm not. I don't think it's scary.
All right, here we go.
Bobcat sounds scary.
All right, this is creepy. Here we go. No,
This
it's
is
not. This is
This is freaking me out. Play the Skyrim soundtrack.
no. Never should have come here.
Never. Play the Fallout. You like the sight of your own blood?
All right, this will work. Okay. I think I found one, a creepypasta.
This is Top the Goatman.
It does top in ratings according to Reddit.
What it?
It's better than the Goatman.
You know what I read? You know what I read something on?
What?
Reddit. I read it on Reddit.
Have you read Psychosis,
I don't have that. No.
the creepypasta?
Oh no, I haven't.
Okay, good.
But I don't have it.
I don't care if you have it. Just care if you've read it.
.com.
All right, I'm going to put you in charge of this laptop here.
Oh, I'm reading.
Don't
Okay.
screw anything up, all right? Just stay on this tab and read the story, all right? You already...
I'm not screwing anything up. It's not my fault. All right.
All right, look. You can keep an eye on this.
Do I sound better? Do I sound any different?
This is us recording, right?
Yeah, I know. It's Audacity or something.
It's Audition. Adobe, get it right. But here's your story.
All right.
All right, Nick is going to read us a creepy story because I read last week. And we're just going to have a good old time. Hopefully I get spooked. Should we turn the lights off?
No.
Why not?
I won't be able to see the computer.
It's a LED screen.
I don't want to be able to see it. All right.
I'm ready. Are you?
Sunday. Yeah. Ready? Sunday.
This is it? Psychosis?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, my pop filter. All right. I'll just be quiet. Let you do your thing. What are you doing? I gave you one job. Don't.
Just fucking relax. All right, I'm ready. Sunday. Thursday, October 31st. The cities are crowded for the holiday. Even with the rain, hidden in the chaos is the element.
You're not going to do
Waiting
this
to
the whole
strike
time,
like
right?
snakes. And I'm there too. Watching. 2 years of nights have turned me into a nocturnal animal. I must choose my targets carefully.
This isn't it. This isn't the story.
It's a big city in Gotham City. I can't be everywhere, you know? But they don't know where I am. We have a signal now for when I'm needed. When that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning to them. Fear is a tool. They think I'm hiding in the shadows. But I am the shadows, and I wish I could say I could make a difference, but I don't know. Murder, robberies, assault. 2 years later, they're all up. And now this. The city's eating himself. Itself. Maybe it can be saved, maybe it can't. But I have to try. Push myself. These nights all roll together in a rush behind the mask, but sometimes in the morning I have to force myself to remember everything that happened. Something in the way. Yeah.
Copyright.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
going to get it copyrighted.
All right,
and I don't know why you just did a monologue, because doing monologues is my thing, and I'm very
It's a
insulted.
very bad monologue.
I don't care, but it was a monologue, and you know it's my thing, and you did it on purpose to annoy me.
No, I didn't. All right. Oops. Okay. All right. I'll just hold it because this fucking thing sucks. Sunday. I'm not sure why I'm writing this down on paper and not on my computer.
Hold on. Wait, this is Psychosis.
This is Psychosis by Matt
matter.
Dymierski.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm not sure why I'm writing this down on paper and not on my computer. I guess I just noticed some odd things. It's not that I don't trust the computer, I just need to organize my thoughts. I need to get down all the details somewhere objective, somewhere I know what I write can't be deleted or changed. Not that that's happened. It's just everything blurs together here. I have to force myself to remember. That was a Batman joke. Everything blurs together here, and the fogs of memory lends a strange cast of things. Advertisements.
What are you laughing at? Just read the story.
I'm sorry, it just says advertisements in the middle, and I thought that was funny. Sorry, everybody. I think it'd be so funny just to read the ads in between. I'm starting to feel cramped in this small apartment. Maybe that's the problem. I just had to go and choose the cheapest apartment, the only one in the basement. The lack of windows down here makes day and night seem to slip by seamlessly. I haven't been out in a few days because I've been working on this programming project so intensively. I suppose I just wanted to get it done. Hours of sitting and staring at a monitor can make anyone feel strange, I know. But I don't think that's it. I'm not sure when I started to feel like something was odd. I can't define what it is. Maybe I just haven't talked to anyone in a while. That's the first thing that crept up on me. Everyone I normally talk to online while I program has been idle, or they simply have not logged on at all. My instant messages go unanswered. The last email I got from anybody was a friend saying he talked to me when he got back from the store, and that was yesterday. I'd call with my cell phone, but the reception's terrible down here. Yeah, that's it. I just need to call someone. I'm going to go outside. Well, that didn't work so well. As the tingle of fear fades, I'm feeling a little ridiculous for being scared at all. I looked in the mirror before I went out. But I didn't shave the 2-day stubble I've grown. I figured I was just going out for a quick cell phone call. I did change my shirt though because it was lunchtime. But I guess I'd run into at least one person I knew. That didn't end up happening. I wish it did. Did the music stop?
Yeah.
Oh, like looped. Ah! Spooky. When I went out, I opened the door to my apartment slowly. The small feeling of apprehension somehow managed to lodge itself into me. For some indefinable reason, I chalked it up to having not spoken to anyone but myself for a day or two. I don't like the way this person writes. I peered down at the dingy gray hallway, dingy. Oh. I peered down the dingy gray hallway, made dingier by the fact that it was the basement hallway. On one end, a large metal door led to the building's furnace room. It was locked, of course. 2 dreary soda machines stood by it. I bought a soda from the first day I moved in, but I had a 2-year-old expiration date. I'm fairly sure nobody knows those machines are even down here, or my cheap landlady just doesn't care to get them restocked. I closed my door softly and walked to the other direction, taking care not to make a sound. I have no idea why I chose to do that, but it was fun giving it in to the strange impulse not to break the droning hum of the soda machines. At least for a moment. Do soda machines hum? Oh. Oh yeah, 'cause they're refrigerated. I get to the stairwell and took the stairs up the building's front door. I looked through the heaviest door's small square window and received quite the shock. It was definitely not lunchtime. Are you getting annoyed with me? It was definitely not lunchtime. City gloom hung over the dark street outside, and the traffic lights in the intersection in the distance blinked yellow. Dim clouds, purple and black from the glow of the city, hung overhead. October 31st. Nothing moved save a few sidewalk. What the fuck? Nothing moved save the few sidewalk trees. That's not right. Save the few sidewalk trees that shifted in the wind. I remember shivering, though I wasn't cold. Maybe it was the wind outside. I could vaguely hear it through the heavy metal door, and I knew that it was a unique kind of late-night wind, the kind that was constant, cold, and quiet, save for the rhythmic music. Dude, he uses save so often.
I had to read a 14-year-old's Goatman. I think you can read this.
I know, but it's just like very silly. Save for the rhythmic music it made as the passed through the countless unseen tree leaves. I gotta fucking wear my glasses next time. I decided not to go outside. Advertisements. Instead, I lifted my cell phone's door to the little window and checked the signal meter. The bars filled up the meter and I smiled. Time to hear someone else's voice. I remember thinking, relieved. It was such a strange thing to be afraid of nothing. I shook my head, laughing at myself silently. I hit speed dial for my best friend Amy's number and held the phone up to my ear. It rang once, but then it stopped. Nothing happened. I listened to the silence for a good 20 seconds, then hung up. I frowned. And looked at the signal meter again, still full. I went to dial her number again, but then the phone rang in my hand, startling me. I put it up to my ear. Hello? I asked. Immediately fighting down a small shock at hearing the voice. Immediately fighting down a small shock at hearing the first spoken voice in days, even if it was my own. I had gotten used to the droning hum of the building's inner workings, my computer and the soda machines in the hallway. But there was no response at my greeting at first. But then finally a voice came. "Hey!" said a clear male voice. obviously of college age like me. Who's this? John, I replied, confused. Oh, sorry, wrong number, he replied. He then hung up. He didn't say, he replied in the accent. It's weird how he had the weird accents. That's kind of creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I lowered the phone down and slowly leaned against the thick brick wall of the stairwell. That was strange. I looked at my received call list, but the number was unfamiliar. Before I could think on it further, the phone rang loudly, shocking me again. This time, I looked at the caller before I answered. It was another unfamiliar number. This time I held the phone up to my ear, but said nothing. I heard nothing but the general background noise of the phone. Then a familiar voice broke my tension. John? Was the single word, and Amy's voice. John? I breathed a sigh of relief. Oh, hey, it's you. Who else would it be? She responded. Oh, the number. I'm at a party on 17th Street, and my phone died just as you called me. This is someone else's phone, obviously. Oh, okay, I said. Where are you? She asked. Does that mean? My eyes glanced over at the drab whitewashed cylinder block walls and the heavy metal door with its small window. At my building, I sighed. Feeling cooped up, I didn't realize it was so late. You should come here, she said, laughing at him. Nah, I don't feel like looking at some strange... What? Nah, I don't feel like looking for some strange place by myself in the middle of the night, I said. Looking out at the window at the silently windy street, this secretly scared me just a tiny bit. I think I'm going to keep working or go to bed. Nonsense, she replied. I can come get you. Your building is so close to 17th Street, right? How drunk are you? I asked lightheartedly. You know where I live. Oh, of course I do, she said abruptly. I guess I can't get there by walking, huh? You could if you wanted to waste a half an hour, I told her. Right, she said. Okay, have to go. Good luck with your work. I lowered the phone once more, looking at the numbers flash as the call ended. Then the droning silence reassured itself in my ears. The two strange calls and the eerie street outside just drove my home alone. I'm going crazy. I have psychosis. The two strange calls and the eerie outside. This fucking story, I get why it's called Psychosis. I feel like I'm going crazy. It's so fucking good, though. Did you like this story when you read it? I hope I'm not...
I didn't read it, dude.
Oh,
Get
okay.
a grip. Get a grip.
I hope I'm not hurting your feelings.
No.
The two strange calls and the eerie street outside just drove home my aloneness in this empty stairwell. Perhaps from having seen too many scary movies, I had a sudden inexplicable idea that something could look in the window and see me. Some sort of horrible entity that hovered at the edge of aloneness, just waiting to creep up on unsuspecting people that strayed too far from other human beings. I knew the fear was irrational, but nobody else was around, so I jumped down the stairs and ran the hallway into my room and closed the door as swiftly as I could, while still staying silent. Like I said, I feel a little ridiculous for being scared of nothing, and the fear has already faded. Writing this down helps a lot. It makes me realize that nothing is wrong. Okay, buddy. Nothing's wrong, alright. Fucking weirdo. It filters out half-formed thoughts and fears that leave only cold, hard facts. Ben Shapiro. It's late. I got a call from a wrong number, and Amy's phone died. So she called me back on another number. Nothing strange is happening, he says. This guy has psychosis. Amy's not real. Still, something was a little off about that conversation. No, it wasn't. I know it could have just been the alcohol she'd had. Or was it even that hers? What? Or was it even her that had seemed, what? This dude. Ellipses. Sorry. When there's grammar things that are messed up.
Are you autistic?
Yes. I know it could have been the alcohol she had. Or was it even her that seemed off to me? Or was it, yes, that was it. I didn't realize it till this very moment, writing these things down. I knew writing things down would help. She said that it was at the party, but I only heard silence in the background. What? Of course that doesn't mean anything in particular, as she could have just gone outside to make the call. No, that couldn't be it either. I didn't hear the wind. I need to go see if the wind is blowing. Monday, October 31st. I forgot to finish writing last night. I'm not sure what I expected to see when I ran up the stairwell and looked at the heavy metal door's window. I'm feeling ridiculous. Last night's fear seemed hazy and unreasonable to me now. I can't wait to go out in the sunlight and get that vitamin D, I think, or vitamin B. Huh? It's not C, it's B. Oh, is it D? Did I say it right the first time? I take that pill every morning. Vitamin. Because I'm a fucking recluse. I'm going to check my email, shave, shower, and finally get out of here. Wait, I think I heard something. It was thunder. The whole sunlight and fresh air thing didn't happen. I went out into the stairwell and up the stairs only to find disappointment. The heavy metal door's windows showed only flowing water as the torrential rain slammed against it. Only a very dim, gloomy light filtered in the rain, but at least I knew it was daytime. Or at least, even if it was gray, sickly, wet day. I tried looking out the window, waiting for lightning to illuminate the gloom, but the rain was too heavy and I couldn't make out anything more than the vague, weird shapes moving at odd angles in the waves when washing down the window. Disappointed, I turned around. "Want to play a game?" I heard in my head. Saw the movie I had just watched. I'm making that up. That's not what it says. Disappointed, I turned around when I didn't want to go back to my room. Instead, I wandered further up the stairs, past the first door, and the second. The stairs ended up on the third floor, the highest room in the building. I looked through the glass that ran up the outer wall of the stairwell, but it was that warped, thick kind that scatters the light. Not that there was much to see through the rain to begin with, because we all know you can't see in the rain. Even in a thunderstorm, it's like you're blind outside. Fucking asshole. This guy has psychosis. I opened the stairwell door and wandered down the hallway. The 10 or so thick wooden doors painted blue a long time ago were all closed. I listened as the... Hello? Oh, there we go. That's scary. The painted blue a long time ago were all closed. I listened as I walked, but it was the middle of the day, so I wasn't surprised that I heard nothing but the rain outside. As I stood there in the dim hallway listening to the rain, I had the strange fleeting impression that the doors were standing like the silent granite monoliths erected, by some ancient forgotten civilization for some unfathomable... What is this, H.P. Lovecraft now? For unfathomable guardian purposes. Lightning flashed. And I could have sworn that just for a moment the old grainy blue wood soaked door looked like just rough stone. I laughed at myself for letting my imagination get the best of me. But then it occurred to me that the dim gloom and the lightning must mean that there was a window somewhere in the hallway. A vague memory surfaced, and I suddenly recalled that the third floor had an alcove and an inset window halfway down the floor's hallway. Holy shit, this is long. This better get fucking good. Just right now I'm bored. Excited to look into the rain and possibly see another human being. I quickly walked over to the alcove, finding a large, thin glass window. Rain rushed down it, as with the front door's window, but I could open this one. I reached my hand to slide it open, but hesitated. I had the strangest feeling that if I opened that window, I would see something absolutely horrifying on the other side. Everything's been so odd lately, so I came up with a plan. And I came back here to get what I needed. I don't seriously think anyone will come of it, but I'm bored. It's raining, and I'm going a little stir crazy. I get back to get my webcam. The cord isn't long enough to reach the third floor by any means. So instead, I'm going to hide it between the two soda machines in the dark end of my basement hallway. Run the wire along the wall and under my door, and put black duct tape over the wire to blend it in with a black plastic strip that runs along the basement, halls, walls. I know this is silly, but I don't have anything better to do. Not work on my programming project. He didn't say that. I added that last part. Well, nothing happened. I propped up the... Oh, I'm going to make it seem like he's losing his mind.
Okay.
Which is like, when I think of that, I just think of Dark Knight. Well, nothing happened. I propped open the hallway door to stairwell. I propped open the hallway to stairwell door. Steeled myself, then flung the heavy front wide door open, and ran like hell down the stairs into the room and slammed the door. I watched the webcam on my computer intently, seeing the hallway outside my door and most of the stairway. I'm watching it right now, but I don't see anything interesting, at least. I just wish the camera's position was different so that I could see out the front door. Hey, somebody's online. I got out an older, less fun... I'm not going to talk about the guy online. Oh, sorry. Sorry, dude. Sorry, Matthew, whatever your name was. I got an older, less functional webcam that I had in the closet to video chat with my friends online. I couldn't really explain to him why I wanted to video chat, but it felt good to see another person's face. He couldn't talk very long, and we didn't talk about anything meaningful, like philosophy. But I feel much better. My strange fear almost passed. I would feel I'm just going to ad-lib some stuff in between because I think it's funny. Even though it's supposed to be scary, I just find it silly. I want to be this guy, I want to really live his life. I would feel completely better, but there was something odd about our conversation. This guy's a fucking freak, man. I know that I've said that everything seemed odd. Oh, thank God he said so. I know that everything I said has seemed odd, but still, he was very vague in his responses. I can't recall one specific thing he said, no particular name, place, or event. But he did ask for my email address to keep in touch. Wait, I just got an email. I'm about to go out. I just got an email from Amy that asked me to meet her for dinner at the place we usually go to. I do love pizza. So I've just been eating random food from the poorly stocked fridge for days. So I can't wait. Again, I feel ridiculous about... I feel like this guy who wrote this has never lived in an apartment. So, no offense, dude. So can't wait. Again, I feel ridiculous about the odd couple of days I've been having. I should destroy this journal when I get back. Oh, another email. Oh my God, I almost left the email and opened the door. I almost opened the door, but I read the email first. What? Why did he say that so many times? It was from a friend this guy's going fucking nuts. If I were to guess, I think he would have like some sort of mental illness. I don't know, like schizophrenia or psychosis. It was from a friend I hadn't heard from in a long time, but it was sent to a huge number of emails that must have been at every person he had saved in his address list. It had no subject. It simply said, "Seen with your own eyes. Don't trust them, they. What the hell was that supposed to mean? The words shock me. I kept going over and over them. It is a desperate email that's just... I almost opened the door. No, I'm just kidding. It seemed like a desperate email just says something happened. The words are obviously cut off without finishing. Okay, can I tell you something, Christopher? If you were panicked, would you send an email and then it would say they, and then you would send it in a panic and then you die? I just don't understand that. Like, you're sending an email to fucking on Outlook. New email, send to everybody. It's coming after me. It's gonna kill me. Send. The fuck? Fucking just don't send an email. Go run somewhere else. Like, what are you doing, dog? Maybe you can escape, you know?
I'm not commenting on this.
You just sit there and you send an email when you can probably run somewhere else where this guy or this demon won't fucking envelop you. I am. The words were obviously cut off without finishing. On any other day, I would have just dismissed this as spam or from a computer virus or something, but the words, see 'em with your own eyes. I can't help but read over this journal and think back at the last few days and realize that I had not seen another person with my own eyes or talked to another person face to face. Yeah, we know. The webcam conversation with my friend, it was so strange, so vague, so eerie. Now that I think of it, was it eerie? Or is it my fear clouding my memory? My mind toys with the progression of events I've written here, pointing out that I have not been presented with one single fact that I did not specifically give out unexpectedly. The random wrong number that got my name, and the subsequent strange return phone call from Amy, the friend that asked me for my email address. I messaged him first, and I saw him online. And then I got my first email a few minutes later after that conversation. Oh my god. It's got a watermark. That was a joke. Oh my god, that phone call with Amy. I said over the phone. I said that I was within a half hour's walk from the 17th Street. They know I'm near there. Fuck. They know I'm near there. What if they're trying to find me? Where's everyone else? Why haven't I seen or heard anyone else in days? No, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I need to calm down. This madness needs to end. Advertisements. I don't know what to think. I ran about my apartment furiously, holding my cell phone up to every corner to see if they got a signal through the heavy walls. Finally, in the tiny bathroom near one of the ceiling corners, I got a signal bar. Holding my phone there. I sent a text message to every number in my list. Not wanting to betray anything about my unfounded fears, I simply sent, "You see anyone face to face lately?" At that point, I just wanted anyone to reply back. I don't care what the reply was or if I embarrassed myself. I tried to call someone a few times, but I couldn't get my head high enough. And if I brought my cell phone down even an inch, it lost signal. Then I remembered my computer. Wait, what? Okay. Then I remembered my computer and rushed over to it. Instant messaging, everyone online. Most were idle or away from their computer. Nobody responded. My messages grew more frantic as I started telling people where I was and to stop by in person for a host of barely passable reasons. I didn't care about anything by that point. I just needed to see another person. Fucking go outside, dude. I also tore apart my apartment looking for something that I might have missed. This guy is psychotic. Looking for something I might have missed. Some way to contact another human being without opening the door. I know it's crazy. I know it's unfounded, but what if? What if? I hate when people fucking do all caps. I just need to be sure. I taped down the phone in the ceiling in case. The phone rang. Tuesday. The phone rang. Advertisements. Just kidding. Exhausted from last night's rampage, I must have fallen asleep. I woke up to the phone ringing and ran to the bathroom, stood on the toilet and flipped it open and opened the taped phone to the ceiling. It was Amy. Oh, I feel so much better. She was really worried about me, and apparently I've been trying to contact me since last time I talked to her. She's coming over now, and yes, she knows where I am. Without me telling her. I feel so embarrassed. I'm definitely throwing this journal away before anyone sees it. I don't even know why I'm writing it, dude. I don't even know why I'm writing this down now. God knows when I look... Wait, I missed a line. Maybe it's just because it's my only source of communication I've had at all since. That's not communication. God knows when. I look like hell, too. I looked in the mirror before I came back here. My eyes are sunken. My stubble is thicker. I just look genuinely unhealthy. My apartment is trash, but I'm not going to clean it up. I think I need someone else to see what I've been through. This guy's been through a lot, man. These past few days have not been normal. And I'm not one to imagine things. I'm not one to have psychosis. It doesn't say that. I ad-libbed that. I know I have been the victim of extreme probability. But I probably missed seeing another person a dozen times. I just happened to go out when it was late at night or the middle of the day where everyone was gone. Everything's perfectly fine. I know this now. Plus, I found something in the closet last night that has helped me tremendously. A television. I set it up just before I wrote this, and it's on in the background. Television has always been an escape from me. And it's reminded me that there's been a world beyond this dingy brick walls. I'm glad Amy's not the only one that responded to me last night's frantic pestering of everyone I should contact. Wait, what? Oh, I read that wrong. I'm glad Amy's the only one that responded to me last night. With my frantic pestering, whatever. She's been my best friend for years. She doesn't know it, though. Just kidding. She doesn't know it, but I count the days that I met her among one of the few moments of true happiness in my life. Fucking freak. This guy's psychotic. I remember that warm summer day fondly. It seems like a different reality from this dark, rainy, dingy place with the big, heavy door. I feel like I've spent days sitting in that playground, much too old to play. How old is Amy? Just talking with her and hanging out doing nothing at all. What if Amy's a little fucking girl? I still plays in a fucking sandbox? Okay, dude. What are you, psychotic? I still feel like I can't go back in this moment sometimes, and sometimes it reminds me of this damn place is not all that there is. Finally, a knock at the door. Advertisements. Oh, dialogue. I thought that it was odd that I couldn't see her through the camera I hid between the two soda machines. I figured it was just bad positioning. Like when I couldn't see out the front door, I should have known. I should have known. They fly now? They fly now. Dude, stop saying the same thing fucking twice with a different connotation. So annoying. After the knock, I yelled through the door jokingly that I had a camera between the soda machines because I was embarrassed. Because I was embarrassed myself that I hadn't taken this paranoia so far. After I did that, I saw her image walk over the camera and look down at it. She smiled and waved. "Hey," she said to the camera brightly, giving it a wry look. "It's weird, I know," I said to the mic attached to my computer. If the camera has, you can talk out the camera. I don't think... Can you do that? Do cameras have speakers? Not usually. I don't see why that makes sense. Okay, dude. "It's weird, I know," I said to the mic attached to my computer. "I've had a weird few days." "Must have," she replied. "Open the door, John." I hesitated. How could I be sure? What the fuck? "Hey, humor me for a second here," I told her through the mic. "Tell me one thing about us, just to prove that you're you." She gave the camera a weird look. All right, she said slowly, thinking. We met randomly at a playground when we were both way too old to be there. Fucking freaks. I sighed deeply as reality turned and the fear faded. God, I've been so ridiculous. Of course it was Amy. That day wasn't going anywhere in the world except for my memory. I'd never even mentioned it to anyone. Not out of embarrassment, but out of a strange secret nostalgia for longing those days to return. And there was some unknown force at work trying to trick me. As I feared, there was only one way they could know about that day. Ha ha! Alright, I'll explain everything, I told her. Be right there. I ran to a small bathroom and fixed my hair as best as I could. I looked like hell, but she would understand. Snickering at my own unbelievable behavior and the mess I'd made at the place, I walked to the door. I put my hands on the doorknob and gave the one last look. The mess, one last look. So ridiculous, I thought. My eyes traced over the half-eaten food lying on the ground, the overflowing trash bin, and the bed I've tipped to the side, looking for God knows what. I almost turned to the door and opened it, but my eyes fell on one last thing. The old webcam. The one that I used for the eerily vacant chat with my friend. Its silent black sphere lay haphazardly tossed to the side. Its lenses pointed at the table where this journal lay. An overwhelming terror took me as I realized that if something could see me through that camera, it would have seen just what I wrote about that day. I don't know if that's true, man. I don't know if that's how that works. I asked for any one thing about us, and she clearly chose the one thing in the world that they or it would have known. It would have not known, but it did. It did know. It could have been watching me the whole time. I didn't open the door. I screamed. I screamed in uncontrollable terror. I stomped the whole webcam on the floor. The door shook, and the doorknob tried to turn, but I didn't hear Amy's voice through the door. Was the basement door made to keep out drafts? Too thick? Or was Amy not outside? What could have been trying to get in if not her? What the hell is out there? I saw her on my computer through the camera outside, and I heard her on the speakers of the camera outside. But was it real? How could I know? She's gone now. I screamed and shouted for help. I piled up everything in my apartment against the front door. This guy's psychotic, man. What is the story called again?
I'm not answering that.
Friday, December 31st. It's Christmas. The night is my element. Friday. At least I think it's Friday. I broke everything electronic. I smashed my computer to pieces. Every single thing in there could have been accessed by network. Every single thing in there that could have been accessed by network access. Or worse, altered. I'm a programmer, I know. Okay, see, this is stupid because in the beginning he says, I don't know why I'm writing this down. I don't want anything to be changed. And then he's like, this is the first he notices. Like, that's so not. If you're going to make it seem like someone's going crazy, you don't start with the fucking crazy. You don't give a hint or like, it's foreshadowed. That's not how foreshadowing works, man. What an asshole. Whoever wrote this is an asshole. Sorry, Matthew, or whatever your name was. I'm such a dick. I smashed my computer to pieces. Every single thing that could have been accessed by network access, or worse, altered. I'm a programmer, I know. Every little piece of information I gave out since it started, my name, my email, my location, none of it came back from outside until I gave it out. I've been going over and over what I wrote. I've been pacing back and forth, alternating between stark terror and overpowering disbelief. Sometimes I'm absolutely certain that some phantom entity is dead set on the simple goal of getting me to go outside. Back to the beginning, with the phone call with Amy. She was effectively asking me to open the door and go outside. Yeah, no shit, dog. You're fucking psychotic. Psycho. Advertisements. I keep running through it in my head. Man, this is fucking long. Are you looking at it or are you doing something else?
Doing something else.
Are you bored? It's a good story, man. Lighten up. You're acting weird.
Keep reading, bro.
You're acting weird like you don't want to go outside. Listen, and I'm a real person.
Okay.
I kept running it through my head. One point of view says that I've acted like a madman, and all this is extreme convergence of probability. Never going outside at the right times by pure luck. Never seeing another person by pure chance. Getting a random nonsense email from some computer virus at the right time. The other point of view says that an extreme convergence of probability is the reason that whatever's out there hasn't gotten me already. I keep thinking. I've never opened the window on the 3rd floor. I never opened the front door until that incredibly stupid stunt with the hidden camera after which I ran straight into my room and slammed the door. I haven't opened my own solid door since I flung open the front door. Front door to the building. Fucking Christ, man. Whatever's out there, if anything's out there, never made an appearance in the building before I opened the front door. If I see that word again, I'm gonna lose my shit. Maybe the reason was it wasn't in the building already. Was it that it was elsewhere, getting everyone else, and then it waited until I betrayed my existence and tried to call Amy? A call that didn't work? Until it called me and asked my name? Terror literally overwhelms me every time I try to fit the pieces in this nightmare together. The email, short, cut off. Was it from someone trying to get the word out? Some friendly voice desperately tried to warn me before it came. Seen with my own eyes, don't trust them. Exactly what I've been suspicious of. It could have been a masterful control of all things, electronic. Practicing in its insidious deception to trick me into coming outside. Why can't it get in? It knocked on the door. It must have been some solid presence. The door. The image of those doors. And the upper hallway as a guardian monolith flashes back in my head every time I trace this path of doors, thoughts. Door. I feel like I'm going crazy. Oh, fuck off, dude. Oh, man. I'm scanning ahead and I'm seeing a lot of the same word. There was a phantom entity trying to get me outside. Maybe it can go through, maybe it can't get through doors. I keep thinking back all over all the books I've read and the movies I've seen, trying to generate some explanation for this. Doors have always been some intense foci of human imagination. Is it a vampire? Always seen some wards or portals or special importance, or perhaps the door is just too thick. I know that I couldn't bash through any of the doors in this building, let alone the heavy basement doors. Aside from that, the real question is, why does everyone want me? If it wanted to kill me, it could have done it in a number of ways, including just waiting until I starved to death. What if it doesn't want to kill me? Well, it's waiting anyways. Like, you're not eating, or you're eating shit out of your, like, what? What? Is it feeding him? That made no sense. What a douchebag. The guy who wrote this is a fucking douchebag. Door. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, dude. If you wrote this and you're listening, I'm just kidding. Take a fucking joke. Grow up. What if it has some more horrific fate in store for me? God, what can I do to escape this nightmare? A knock on the door. I told the people on the other side of the door I need a minute to think, and I'll come out. Oh, good. I don't see door for another couple sentences. I'm really just writing this down so I can figure out what to do. At this time, I heard their voices, my paranoia. And yes, I recognize I'm being paranoid. Idiot. Whoever's reading this, idiot, I know I'm being paranoid. Has me thinking of all sorts of ways that their voices could be fake electronically. There could be nothing but speakers outside simulating human voices. Did it really take me them 3 days to come talk to me. Amy is supposedly out there along with 2 policemen and a psychiatrist. Yeah, fucking right. Maybe it took them 3 days to think of what to say to me. The psychiatrist's calm. The psychiatrist's claim is pretty convincing. If I decided to think of what have been doors. I think I'm getting psychotic. I think I'm going psychosis mode. Doors. Hold the door. Have you seen Game of Thrones? Spoilers. Hold the door. The psychiatrist's claim would have been could be pretty convincing if I decided to think that this has all been some crazy misunderstanding, and not some entity trying to trick me to open the door. The psychiatrist had an older voice, authoritarian but still caring. I liked it. I'm desperate just to see someone with my own eyes. He said I have something called psychosis. What is this, cyberpunk? What the fuck? This is not psychosis.
Just read faster, please.
I am reading fast.
Sure.
I'm reading fast as fuck. Dude, I have to build the fucking narrative, alright? Psychosis, by the way, that's not what this is. Psychosis is when there's too many augmentations and they start killing people. Alright, I'll read really fast. What time are we at? Oh, you don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how to read.
That's evident.
Shut up. He said that I have something called psychosis, and I'm one of the nationwide epidemic of thousands of people having breakdowns triggered by a suggested email too, that it got through somehow. I swear he had got through somehow. I think he means spread throughout the country inexplicably, but I'm incredibly suspicious that the entity slipped up and revealed something. He said that I'm part of a wave of emergent behavior, that a lot of people are having the same problem with the same fears, even though we were never communicated. Then that neatly explains the strange email that I got. About the eyes that I got. I didn't get the original triggering email. I got a descendant of it. My friend could have broken down too. I tried to warn everyone he knew against his paranoid fears. I already know how the story's going to end. That's how the problem spreads, the psychiatrist claims. I could have spread it too, with my text and instant messages online to everybody I know. But one of those people might be melting down right now. After being triggered, stop. You're freaking me out. You're making me feel like I have psychosis. After being triggered by something I sent them, something that might be interpreted in any way. Oh, fuck, I'm so tired of reading this shit. I sent something they might know, something that they might interpret any way that they want. Something like a text saying, seen anyone face to face lately? The psychiatrist told me that he didn't want to lose another one, that people like me are intelligent, and that's why that's our downfall. We draw connections so well that we draw them even when they shouldn't be there. He said it's easy to get caught up in paranoia in our fast-paced world, a constantly changing place where more and more of our interaction is simulated. I have to give him one thing. It's a great explanation. It neatly explains everything. It perfectly explains everything. In fact, I have a reason to shake out this nightmarish fear that something or consciousness or being out there wants me to open this door so it can capture me for some horrible fate worse than death. It would be foolish after hearing that explanation to stay here until I starve to death just to spite the entity that might have gotten everyone else. It would be foolish to think that after hearing that explanation, I might be one of the last people left alive in the empty world, hiding in my secure basement room, spiting some unthinkable deceptive entity just by refusing to be captured. It's a perfect explanation for every single strange thing I've seen or heard. That I have every reason in the world to let all my fears go and open the door. That's exactly why I'm not going to do. I'm not going to open the door. How can I be sure? The door? How can I be sure? How can I know that what's real and what's deception? All these damn things, and with their damn wires and their signals that originate by some unseen origin. Yeah, fucking right. They're not real. I can't be sure. Signals through a camera, faked video, deceptive phone calls, emails. Even the television lying broken on the floor. How could I possibly know it's real? It's the signals, waves, light. The door. It's bashing on the door. It's trying to get in. What insane mechanical contrivance could it be using to simulate the sound of men attacking a heavy wood so well? At least I finally see it with my own eyes. There's nothing left in it for here to deceive me with. I've ripped apart everything else. It can't deceive my eyes, can it? See with your own eyes. Don't trust them. Wait. Was that desperate message telling me to trust my eyes or warning me about my eyes too? Oh my god, what's the difference between a camera and my eyes? They both turn light into electrical signal. They're the same. I can't be deceived. I have to be sure. Date unknown. Advertisements. I calmly ask for a paper and pen. Day in, day out. Though they finally give it to me. Not that it matters. What am I going to do? Poke my eyes out? The bandages feel like a part of me now. The pain is gone. I figure will be one of my last chances to write legibly, as without my sight to correct mistakes. My hand will slowly forget the motions involved. This is sort of a self-indulgence, this writing. It's a relic of another time. Because I'm certain everyone left in the world is dead. Or something far worse. Remember when I'm referring to when I was writing before, this last paragraph. That's what it says. I sit against the padded wall, day in and day out. The entity brings me food and water. Well, this isn't nice. It masks itself as a kind nurse, as an unsympathetic doctor. I think it knows that my hearing has sharpened considerably now that I live in darkness. How does he know How does he know? Can you hear a nurse? Can you distinguish a nurse from someone else if you hear them? I guess you could. If he's fucking crazy, how would he know he's in a mental institution? Fucking psycho. What else? Psychotic? I think it knows that my hearing is sharpened considerably now that I live in darkness. It fakes conversations in the hallway, an off chance that I might overhear. Yeah, fucking right. I know you're an entity. One of the nurses talks about having a baby soon. Fuck you. One of the doctors lost his wife. One of the doctors lost his wife in a car accident. I don't care. None of it matters. None of it is real. None of it gets to me. Not like she does. Pussies. Why is he saying all this? Who does he call him pussy? That's the worst part. That's the part I can't handle. The thing comes to me, masquerading as Amy. Its recreation is perfect. It sounds exactly like Amy. Feels exactly like her. What are you doing? What is Amy doing to him? What does that mean? Feels. Oh. It even produces a reasonable facsimile. Facsimile? Listen, I know English pretty well. I don't know. That's probably a word. That sounds like a word. I don't know what it means. Facsimile of tears that makes me feel like it's a lifelike cheeks. When it dragged me here, it told me all the things I wanted to hear. It told me that she loved me, and that she has always loved me, and that I didn't understand why I did this. That we could still have a life together. If only I would stop insisting that I was being deceived. It wanted me to believe. No, it needed me to believe that she was real. I almost fell for it. I really did. Dumb bitch. This entity's fucking stupid. Bastard. I doubted myself for the longest time. I don't know why it just has that in there. I doubted myself for the longest time. In the end, though, it was all too perfect, too flawless, and way too real. Come on. Get real. The false Amy used to come every day, then every week, and then finally stopped coming altogether. But I don't think the entity will give up. I think the waiting game is just another one of its gambits. I will resist for the rest of my life if I have to. I don't know what will happen for the rest of the world, but I do know that this thing needs me to fall for its deceptions. If it needs that, then maybe, just maybe, I am a thorn in its agenda. Maybe Amy is still alive out there somewhere, kept alive only by my will to resist the deceiver. I hold on to that hope, rocking back and forth in myself to pass by the time. I will never give in. I will never break. I am a hero. The doctor reads the paper the patient had scribbled on. It was barely readable, written in a shaky script of one who could not see. He wanted to smile at the man's steadfast resolve, a reminder that a reminder of the human will to survive. But he knew that the patient was completely delusional. After all, a sane man would have fallen for the deception long ago. The doctor wanted to smile. He wanted to whisper words of encouragement to the delusional man. He wanted to scream, but the nerve filaments around his head and into his eyes made him do otherwise. His body walked in the cell like a puppet and told the patient once more that he was wrong and that nobody was trying to deceive him. Oh, he was right. The doctor is the deceiver. Fucking Christ.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh my God.
You chose the longest story. I know I was not the fastest at reading, but Jesus Christ. Goatman was way better. I hope I made it somewhat.
Holy shit.
I hope I made it somewhat entertaining.
I'm clapping. I'm clapping because it's over. I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize. You didn't do a good job of reading. I'll give the story that.
Dude, the story's written weird.
But it was
They say door
long,
like 1,000 times.
long and annoying and pointless. I'm sorry. Sorry to all the people who enjoy this.
Hey, listen, everybody. I know my reading was really good.
No.
Advertisements.
You want me to do another quick one or?
No,
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right. Well,
Unless it's about psychosis, I don't want to hear it.
Psychosis 2. How about that?
No.
Psychosis 2. Creepypasta. There's not another one.
Thank God.
Woo! Wow.
That was good, man.
What a hole. All right. Well, I'm tired. That was a waste of time. I want to apologize to everybody for picking the worst possible story I ever could have. I'm going to hold
I had
this
fun.
in shame for at least 2 weeks.
I feel like my brain started to melt a little between there. Like
You know, it's like the thing where like you realize at the beginning that it's not going to be good, but you hold on to hope that it will be.
Yeah.
And
No.
it just never does.
Yeah. No. Like I was like, like at the beginning, I read the first couple paragraphs, and I was like, oh,
You get a feeling. You're like, this sucks, but
Yeah.
you fight it. You fight it. You know, and that's a good.
I really had to push through to not.
It's a good message for everyday life. You know, don't fight your gut. Just go with it. If something sucks, it probably sucks. Or if it feels like it sucks, it probably does. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the date? Do we have another spooky episode or no?
Yeah, we can probably fit one in next week. I mean, when's
If not, this has been the spooky season.
yeah. Hopefully, Goatman was good enough.
I think it was.
Nothing compares, dude.
Goatman was good. Goatman was good. But it wasn't like a creepypasta. It was just like a story.
What's the difference? But you want to fucking eat it?
No, I'm saying I don't know how to find more stories like the Goatman. I can only find creepypastas.
I can find one.
Well, what? Then why did I just make you read Psychosis?
Because I wanted you to find one that was good.
Ooh! You sound like, you know that? All right, let's close this off with a monologue.
I know a monologue. Have you ever read
So I woke up this
Psychosis?
morning. We had a podcast today, and I had two wolves inside of me, right? One was saying, you need to do the Joker monologue. Another was saying, no, you're not ready. You can't do it.
Don't do the Joker
I
monologue.
said, the other one said, you need to do the Joker monologue today. And he said, no, you're not ready. He said, you're a piece of shit. Figure it out. And then my other side said, that's really harsh. Why are you saying that to me? And then the other side said, I'm not saying anything. We're just a figment of your imagination. You need to figure it out and get up and grow up.
You have psychosis or something?
So long story short, I have psychosis, and I'm going to do the Joker monologue.
You know what I keep thinking about? I keep thinking about, like, every time I go to my apartment, I'm like, I haven't seen someone face to face in a little while. Like, what is that?
Have you seen someone face to face in a while?
Hey, does anybody want to see someone face to face with me?
All right, let's see.
Cyberpsychosis is not what that is. Okay?
Okay.
I've played Blade Runner, or Cyberpunk.
All right. Epic Batman music.
You should read October 31st.
What is that?
That's the Batman opening.
No, you already did it.
Doom,
Well, no, in the theme, because you've been bringing up Batman a lot.
There's
this episode,
something
so I'm going to do the Joker.
in the way. Yeah. Something in the way. Yeah.
I don't know what music to put behind this.
Play something in the way. Play That's Life. That's in the movie. Is that Batman Arkham?
Copyright.
Is that Arkham?
All right, let me just do something just completely not related.
Play clown noise. Play clown song.
Clown noises. 1
Honk
hour.
honk.
1 hour. 1 hour of scary clown music.
Not scary.
No, I just want clown noises. Here we go.
Can you play a bunch of people crying, like looped? That's too scary.
1 hour of silence occasionally broken by a clown honk.
That sounds good.
1 hour of clown honking.
That's good. That's scary.
Okay, yeah, we can do this.
No. Play like a bunch of people crying and laughing. Like really loud. Look up 1 hour of crying compilation.
All right. 1 hour crying.
Because Joker is supposed to be him sad.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Crying compilation part 1.
Oh, there's different parts. Interesting.
Hold on, I gotta get the ambience right for the Joker monologue.
I like the idea of it just being a bunch of people crying, just all together on top of each other, like layered audio. Just a bunch of people. Turn it off, dude. Turn it up.
I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Do it. Try your best.
My pop.
I should have played this over the Psychosis. That would have made it so much better.
All right. She's getting louder.
Please keep it on. I wish I had my phone. I could probably find one that's layered.
This is gonna be hard.
It's a challenge.
All right. This is how Joker got his scars. Dark Knight.
Wait, we're doing the Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were doing the Joker movie.
Hold on, I need a second. All right, here we go.
I think this is going to be a mainstay.
All right,
I like the idea of having a lot of different crying ones.
All right, here we go. This has been Accomplished Nothing, episode 16. This is Joker monologue. Probably 1. I'll probably do more than 1. So Joker monologue 1. Part 1. All right. Gotta get his voice right.
I'm the Joker. Hi.
You want to know how I got these scars? My father was a drinker and a fiend. And one night, he goes off crazier than usual.
What are you? That sounded like fucking.
Mommy gets the kitchen knife to defend herself. He doesn't like that.
You sound
Not
like.
one bit. So, me watching, he takes the knife to her, laughing while he
You
does
sound
it.
like Russ Cole from fucking True Detective.
He turns to me, and he says, "Why so serious?" He comes at me with the knife. "Why so serious?" He sticks the blade in my mouth. "Let's put a smile on that face." And why so serious?
This city feels like a. This town feels like a ghost of a town. The world needs bad men. You know? You should
This
just.
is me after reading Psychosis.
Me too. Hey Russ. Hey Russ.
Russ Cole?
Hey yeah. Hey Russ. You ever feel like a bad man?
Whatever, Marty.
The world needs bad men
Oh yeah, what
to
did you
keep hold the door closed. Psychosis. Marty, the world
Time.
needs.
Time is a flat circle. It's running around,
Marty.
circling, curling.
Marty, the world needs the man to hold the heavy door closed.
Stop saying odd shit.
Marty.
All right, we gotta.
Marty, the world needs the man.
I'll do Russ Cole next week.
Marty,
we gotta
Marty,
close this off.
Marty, the world needs the man to hold the heavy door closed in the basement
We gotta close this off.
with the soda machines and the psychosis
I
that I
can't take
have.
this. I'm gonna start crying. Myself.
Marty, I'm writing this down in my journal. It's the only thing that's keeping me
Madness.
sane right now.
We need to stop. We need to
Marty,
stop.
Marty.
Okay,
Marty.
goodbye. This is it.